which is cool shit. But there you have it, guys. That's my reaction. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Talk to you guys soon. Oh. Wow, it's all connected. See you where they had the Accords after Age of their team is working. No. There you have it, guys. Young Justice season 2 storylines, and they started to slowly. Damn good episode. Wow, I was blown away.
Existing metas from prisons and transports.
You're alive. I do know.
Oh, just standing there like, what? A new power. That the groups are working together. Essentially, the V Dark Side. That together for each of the groups. It's really adding more mystery. This moving forward is going to, like, make some people. They're gonna stop the plane. Yeah. Ooh. As well. Yeah. So it was like they had the sequences out of order. How come his cuffs are still on? Huge amount of light, like bright light, and was able to bring in, I think her name was Mist and Livewire and Cheshire outfits, except for Forager, who didn't get a new outfit. But my God, that storyline involving around Geoforce and his origin and all that kind of, and then Batman's group, secretly, like they're the anti-light, as it was phrased. Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again. The tick. Let's go. It keeps me hooked. It keeps me hooked because that they're working together, because a really good episode. Young Justice with the other people in the room, and they're all, and spoiler, and seeing another team working together or whatever. One of the best shows that is currently airing right now. And if you're not well,
right when the league was splitting in half,
we've located someone who might have some
leaders are, and just seeing how it's all connected, how they like rise out of the shadows, shade. Oh crap. New power.
That's not so excellent.
no.
With that, they're all
Nice to release Livewire and Mist.
the leaders essentially, or the main people of each group are.
You're here.
You're my team.
Hello. In order for these heroes to succeed and to prevent all, and then it turns out that these three groups, Jesus Christ, this is seriously, hey, sorrow, and then seeing, you know, the three new members, they have the ability to deny everything in case they have to go. Flash, Shazam, we saw live. Oh. Frozen. All the committees and all this rules bullshit, because Batman does what he wants, floating shit like what, and then we see the new people, Forager. I'm gonna pronounce it, so I had to look it up so I didn't fuck up the titling. But my God, the last episode, none of the other heroes, a part of each of these groups, don't know that they're Forager and Halo. I think. Whoa.
Wearing yourself out. Acquisition. Shade. Sports game. Our understanding is she's
Another Starro, and then some characters return, and seeing.
Go ahead, zap me. Absorbing lightning's totally my thing.
Story, his history, and then what's currently happening now with Vandal Savage, and what's going.
You never had black lightning before.
To a point where they physically can't. I'm excited to sell. Guys, I'm excited. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's just get into it now, guys. Season 3, Episode 8, there's a Darkseid cameo, and then they show how Darkseid and Vandal Savage first met and like formed this that have formed at the beginning of this season, where we had Clayface, who was being controlled by Mad Hatter. Oh.
She is late.
Earth and Apocalypse have Magon connect. I think Orphan as well was the fourth person. How Orion stuff to now.
The doctor is out.
Yes, literally. Together as a team in that opening mission, and Halo discovered yet another new ability with the shaved head and everything in the mission with Robin and Arrowette.
He's still such a longer pulling Shade's strings.
Excited. It was so cool because episode 7, they thought they were following Mad Hatter's episode. I really dug this episode. I'm excited to see what episode 9 is. Wow.
Do not move.
The galaxy. Give her a minute.
I'm loving
Sorry,
this.
I'm late.
Oh!
Had to bounce a signal.
Had long hair, still had his cuffs. Sports Smasher returned, which was awesome.
It seems that
Yep. Like in the last episode, she discovered holograms. Now she discovered she can emit like all like the main Batman and Robin. I think it's Red Robin, but it's Robin. Evan was too, not really, but it was talked about briefly about the first metahuman, and it was your favorite moments where we saw Mist.
We're kind of the anti-light, and that's a good thing.
Mad Hatter was injecting metahumans and controlling them.
The other members of the League in the dark.
Worst case scenario, they need real deniability. Do you?
Wow, here we go. For them to lose trust in the leaders of slowly kind of connectors or Nightwing's team. I would hate, because each time when the story would end, like the part of the story before we go off into another mission, Robin, I'm just gonna stay with that. Nightwing, Oracle from a different group. So we have the stuff, and then a little bit about Forager and kind of this whole fake. Oh, technically working together in secret, working together, giving each other intel. The guy that they stole, who was being transported, who was a prisoner, he was taken.
Hated her father.
It's unclear if either knew both were employed by the same.
Two groups: Batman his own group, Nightwing his own group, and then the Justice League.
You're late.
Oh.
Right. So.
Their abilities and getting their own. And in this episode, it was 3 subsections, the 3 different groups going on. First, she makes that choice. Awesome. Cheshire Cat, that's cool. At least Cheshire Cat, yeah. And seeing some of these other characters, then things kind of fell apart. So now we have the Justice League, his current president, Darkseid cameo, seeing the team working. The anti-life equation was mentioned. Explosion, like brain went solid. This was a good. We'll check it out tomorrow and see what it's all about. But damn, this show just keeps getting better. Under oath, because the whole government thing where literally the Justice League got seeing. Oh, wow.
Maybe I made the wrong decision.
So the end
Maybe
result?
not.
I forever release you from all external mental.
Nice. Connected somehow?
Abracadabra, but was
I think so.
got away with the other prisoner. Still,
Oh, they. Is this starting to connect? Vandal Savage in the last episode, Starro, Darkseid cameo. She's like, I'm Halo and Geoforce, learning, like, training and, getting used to.
Water's most recent.
Okay. We have Nightwing and Barbara, aka Oracle. The team, in Batman's perspective, maybe it's for the best that no one else besides. Oh.
Finally, Link 3. Utilize Cheshire working with Sportsmaster
Organization.
And then he was taken to Mad Hatter, who got injected, and then that was Shade. I think the.
together.
is what we all agreed to.
The character name was Shade, and then we saw him at the very beginning, the first mission, which is really cool. I think that's, to me, that's the most interesting new character out of the 3 of them. Geoforce, Savage and all that. But the episode was fantastic, and I'm excited for this one. That episode got me more pumped up. All of this shit from happening, all the bad stuff and the trafficking and the metahuman.
Intel on the League of Shadows.
Ooh.
Finally find my sister?
And the guy that got injected was when you're watching the show. But damn, I feel bad for the people that are not watching this show. So without further ado, telling their different situations, that like the different missions or whatever, and it's the people in that room knew. Are these stories all connected?
Per your orders, and since his release,
The intel would.
Look up how to pronounce it, because I'm like, I've seen this word before. Don't know how. Sportsmaster again. Yeah.
Signal Force. You have to bring him back.
Oh.
between the 7 of us, we're coordinating 6 teams of heroes, none of whom know we're working.
3 episode 8 Triptych. This was a pretty. The Justice League and Young Justice do stuff without like approval and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like what they do in the MCU. I know Marvel and DC can.
I had to protect you.
Out. So we have
Expect Superman
Point.
to lie under oath.
together. Well, Forge or Halo, because this just shows how great of a show this is. That they can go from was controlling, I think, Shade, and I think Livewire and Mist Shade ability. So pretty intense stuff there. It was really cool seeing, but they were all connected. Oh,
I don't like keeping.
obviously, if you're watching this reaction of each of the group they're in, the team that had now Aquaman, he's taken on that mantle, and Wonder Woman via hologram to go from Vandal Savage, Darkseid, all that kind of stuff. Another season is Vandal Savage. Halo's the most interesting because it seems like almost every episode now she discovers a new ability.
Time is not on our side.
All the leaders are working to do what was going on because in Winner Takes All, the fact that the intro shows Earth, and I'm hoping it's the second thing because I would hate it if the adding more intrigue. And I was thinking about this too, and I didn't mention this in the last episode with Vandals. And you see, they're all in the same room. Aqualad, Young Justice, Trip, Light, and it broke through Shade's like block or whatever, his like basically defense. Greenwood, sorry, the butcher. I'm just having a long day. Bruce Greenwood as might be what it is. That might be the main focus. I'm not really sure, but damn. Yep.
Thanks, kid. I used the same device.
All of them are working together, but oh, he's back. So, is it bad that they're not telling the rest of? Oh shit! Yeah, it was just cool to see that have been ejected because the guy, the rest of the Justice League, the rest of Batman's group, and the rest of well, I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know in the comment section below. What were some?
Ecstatic. Hug Leon for me.
And what's really interesting is that all three groups are supposed to be working by themselves, but Clayface die? I don't think so. However, the camera would pan up and then go to the next thing. I'm like, and we have Batman, and I think it's Red Robin. I'm just gonna go with like once the timeline was placed correctly, then you see the connection.
From what?
Oh, at least share intel, but that they're all packed and the way that all this was connected. I'm like Earth, and then it's the characters working together, and how all three of these missions from three different heroes in the mix working with the other teams. So I wonder if using his powers to basically
Taking a page from the Light's own playbook to fight fire, which would have been Brick's fate had he also been liberated.
it's about Vandal Savage, so it kind of connected. But episode 7 was about Vandal Savage. I keep thinking Ravage. They're working really good as a team. Oh.
The last few weeks, we've managed to cripple the Branchwater. Sportsmaster
I think that they're hinting that that's going to be the back. That might be the back half of this. And Geoforce training and working to he's effective, and I just love hearing Bruce Green together discussing their mission.
You have no right.
Ho 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 ho! That's what he's going for.
Wonderful. They're being run out of Santa Prisca. Happy?
Is this all connected? And it.
Very good.
Controlling. Okay.
What are you doing?
With his into something that they're trying to figure out, and whatever you want to call it, because. Okay.
Blue Beetle had previously trans.
Right now, I'm more concerned about Brandon.
Wow. I consider the outside, the guy during the Flash. We got his past. I don't think he's dead.
Spoiler, Arrowette, and Orphan.
That's Tetch for a Mad Hatter.
Nice.
Do. Why?
Yeah. They're sharing intel going on with this invasion, coming to different missions, seeing different.
Clayface, Livewire, and Mist were all discovered to have Hatter's nanotech in their
Stag wanted.
Yeah.
That's unclear. It was salvaged from a Reach warship.
Question trust, or if it's gonna make them realize the bigger picture. It basically found
Taken while en route to Bel Red.
Link 2, coercion.
Robin. Okay, I'm just gonna go.
With fire.
But it was just really cool to see how these stories, where we see together as a team, training and all that kind of stuff, and building up to human trafficking, they all have to work together. They have to share intel at least. I'm gonna say pretty solid. It's not with them seeing the guy who, and then we see where Cheshire, it was controlling the. Oh, okay. Go rogue and do his own stuff, and I have to follow guidelines and Voltron, and that was the whole reason for Civil War, because the government had some returning characters that we saw earlier in the season, and now they're back again. Another reaction today, guys. I'm checking out Young Justice Season 3, Episode 8, entitled Triptych. I had actually working better as a team in Episode 7 to this episode, where it reveals all and seeing that Episode 7. Holy shit. I did not expect Vandal Savage back flashing Shazam. That was a cool little cameo bit for the whole thing about where at some point Vandal Savage and Darkseid are going to have to fight it out.
Control of your action.
Batman, I love hearing his voice. It's really, really good. It's really good to see him back playing Batman again. Technically all working together. Situation where that's why Batman exited. He wanted to kind of like the subgroups or groups were all connected in that person. I know some people don't like that, but it's kind of like in the hit the mic there, Jesus. But they were all connected. I'm just really for the continuation. I didn't expect this, but I freaking love it.
After Nightwing's group
For some reason, Forager, Geoforce, and Halo working to
left the Detroit airfield,
Clayface can...
What does this reach device...
wow. There you go.
From the javelin.
Oh!
Master liberated him, turning him over to Hatter for a nanotech control injection.
To approve stuff. So it's kind of like in this, see the connections, how amount of connection of all these 3 separate missions and how they all I'm still Cheshire.
Down during the battle against the War World.
3 of the subset.
No. 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 No.